It's day 2 of my exclusive access to Kia's secret R&D centre in the Mojave Desert. And overnight I travelled 200 miles north to the hottest place on Earth, Death Valley. I'd been told I could actually do some test driving as part of a development programme, though they didn't really reveal full details. All I'd been given was an address just outside the small town of Beatty. Yesterday we were at the secret Kia testing proving ground, but this is actually ultra secret, where they do the ultra hot testing. And we're in this random unmarked garage. There's some important discussions going on to do with the testing of the cars they're doing. There are lots of Korean engineers over from Kia HQ. But this car here interests me. That is a genuine pre-production mule of a forthcoming Kia model, and I'm going to get to drive it and do some R&D. Very cool indeed. Maybe cool's not the right word, but anyway, a few minutes later, I was on the road in my car with no name. This particular car is clad in a plethora of bizarre lumps and bumps. The reason for that is because it hasn't been revealed yet. This car is pre-production. They don't want to show you what the finished exterior is like. They don't want to show you what the finished cabin looks like to prying eyes. I've got a control board here with 4 switches, and these switches individually take huge amounts of data at different intervals, and all of the wires that are taped to both the dash, down in the footwells, on these really weird bits of plumbing behind each headrest, all of this is air temperature. And in addition to measuring passenger comfort, another bank of sensors are monitoring things like the engine, transmission, oil and water temperatures. Basically, I'm driving a lab on wheels, and out here one system, more than any other, is working overtime. Death Valley is one of those places where pretty much the air conditioning will be used at its maximum potential, which is this, all the time. Why would you use the air conditioning anything other than maximum when the temperature outside is like 50 degrees Celsius? It's just stupid out there. It doesn't look it on camera, but it is stupid. Stupidly hot. You don't want to break down here. I don't know what you do if you break down here, because you don't really have accurate phone reception, and there aren't really many settlements. Although I say that, and we're about to go into a settlement. The settlement in question was Stovepipe Wells, the epicentre of Death Valley, and the location of my next R&D stop. This is a very strange place. This is sea level. We are at sea level now. And that's what makes this place so hot. It's super low, and it's in a dust bowl. The man I'm meeting is Lee Foster, Kia's Senior Thermal Systems Manager. I'm 6'3", by the way. Lee, you're the man that's made me stop in this one-horse town. Maybe 2 horses, I don't know. What am I going to do?
Well, we're here to do a hot soak test. So we're going to heat up this car to about 60 degrees Celsius. It takes about an hour.
Okay.
After it heats up to that temperature, you need to get in it quickly without letting the heat out. And then as soon as you get in, you turn on the air conditioning, and right away you're going to go up this hill. And the hill goes from sea level where we're at now to about 5,000 feet over about 17 miles.
Wow, okay, so quite an elevation.
Yeah, it's a severe test.
What are you going to do? Time how successful the air conditioning is at bringing down the cabin temperature?
That's correct. So we look at how fast the air conditioning comes down, how cool the powertrain is.
Yeah.
So if the engine cools down properly, how much power you have, and there's no torque reduction.
In the meantime then, while we're waiting for this to bake, can we go somewhere a little colder?
Oh, absolutely.
My face is going to fall off in a minute. Going to have to walk like this. An hour earlier, we'd put a temperature sensor in the car, and as I got ready to set off, Lee gave me some really cheery news.
Okay, Johnny, we've had a good soak.
Yeah.
We're up to 68.
68 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's a good test.
Is that safe for me to go in there?
Maybe.
I'm hot out here, let alone in there. Right, so
find out.
Go in, turn on the ignition, whack the AC up, maximum, leave.
There you go.
All right.
Good luck.
Do I need to fill any forms out before I do this?
Oh, it's too late.
Look, I'm not going to mess around because the more I talk, the hotter it gets. It's now at 69. We're going to go in and drive a car and try not to die in Death Valley. 3, 2... Gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Go! Oh! Oh my goodness, the seatbelt's actually burning me. The steering wheel is really, really hot. I'm gonna have to put my shades on, I'm so sorry. Actually, my shades are burning the bridge of my nose. Oh. The only thing I wanted to do right now was jump into a bath of cold water. But I was Kia's test driver for the day, so I had to press on. Aircon is on full chat. Ow. And, ow. Oh my goodness, I've never had perspiration fall out of me so quickly. So the outside is 48, 49 degrees. Inside is still 70. I needed the AC to kick in or I was going to melt. And it would also pay me to crack on because for every 1,000 feet that I climbed, the outside temperature would drop by 2 degrees C. So that's 10 degrees cooler by the top. Just seen a sign that we passed then that said, danger of overheating, turn off AC. Not a chance. Not a chance. Look at my head. In fact, air conditioning systems can work the engine up to 15% harder, which increases its temperature. But if the vehicle can survive this, it can survive hot conditions anywhere in the world. I feel so sorry for my pants and trousers right now. As I pass the 1,000 foot mark, finally, some good news. Down to 68. Hallelujah. Down to 68 degrees, goodness me. 68. Just to remind you, we are still talking centigrade, or 154 Fahrenheit if you prefer. My foot on the throttle pedal is actually burning. It's got so hot, I'm having to let off the throttle and just arrest it a little bit. And I wasn't the only one suffering, because I also had the poor cameraman on board with me. What are you feeling?
It's warm. I'm sweating like that.
Your face looks like a water feature.
Yeah.
It's amazing how the body can cope with such extreme stress. But by the time we reached the top 10 minutes later, the AC had finally won the battle. There you have it, 17 miles, 5,000 feet of elevation. I've managed to get the interior of that Kia down to 34 degrees. Trust me, it feels like a fridge in there now. Having witnessed firsthand the incredible lengths Kia goes to prepare their cars for just about anything, it's no wonder people take their product very seriously these days. They've come a long way in 20 years, and it looks like this manufacturer still has plenty of ambition left.